What's going on YouTube? So today's video, we do have a brand new air purifier. This is from Aeropex. You can check it out in the link in the description. They have two different sizing available. They have the T7 and the T7 Pro. This is a air purifier as well as a humidifier that is able to do both of them seamlessly. It has an app, it's smart controlled, and it's really, really nice. However, they are very, very expensive. This one right here retails for $500 at the time of recording, which is just insanely priced, I would say. Is it worth it? We're gonna find out in this video. First off, the unboxing experience is actually pretty good. It comes with everything you need, and it's very smartly packaged as well. You have like all the inner stuff in the inside. You also do have a water filter, which is really nice. You have a bunch of filters in here, and it also does it all on its own. So self-cleaning when it comes to the water filter itself, it'll self-dry it and make sure it's fully clean. And up to about a month or two, I believe I had this for about a month, a little bit over a month. You can see the quality on this so far. So the filter itself looks really good, and the pre-filter, which is on the outside, looks like this, and it does a pretty good job. We have this in our warehouse when it comes to t-shirt printing. There's a bunch of lint, fiber, and chemicals and all that going in through that warehouse. So having a unit like this is very, very helpful when it comes to keeping it humidified as well as keeping it very clean air. So this is a really good combination for those areas. This has an 850 milliliter an hour tank, or about a 5-liter tank, which is roughly about a gallon. It gets very, very quiet. It has 6 fan speed modes and very, very nice functions on here. So at the top, you can pour your water. It has a max fill line as well. I recommend just taking off the top like this and then just filling it up like so. And then this is the water tank. So this is how small the water is. Eventually, I would love to see a bigger unit or just a bigger tank in general, because this is a pretty small tank. Now, I did notice that the water actually drains within 6 hours if you have it on max mode or max humidity level, which is 60%. So basically, it's gonna take about 6 hours, and we did test that out multiple times. It takes about 6 hours. It says it does have smart feed technology, so it'll actually alert you whenever you do have it on a certain percent, when you'll need to change it out, and so on and so forth, which is very, very cool. That way you're always being alerted and always aware when you need to fill up the water tank, or you know how much the air pollution or how much the water humidity level is in the room. You have all that information in the app. This is the water filter basically, which is really, really nice. It self-cleans, so it'll go on the air purification mode for on the 6 speed for about an hour, just to cool down this as fast as possible. It'll clean it as well. It just has a bunch of technology in this, so I could really know why it costs a lot. You also do have that, I believe, that UV light there on the bottom, which will actually clean it. That's how it's able to be cleaned. As a laser particle sensor here on the back, as well as the filter for the air purification there on the bottom. You have the power port right here at the bottom as well, and it comes with the power adapter. We're going to be testing the power rating as well on here as well. 1.5 feet, roughly 1.5 feet. So it's a fairly tall unit. It's almost 2 feet tall. So it's a lot bigger than most air purifiers, but it's also more saving space because I have 2 units, an air purifier as well as a humidifier. Those 2 units take up a lot more space and 2 outlets, rather than this one taking up 1 outlet and doing both at the same time, being very smart, as well as just being power efficient as well. It's way, way less cost effective than using both of them separately. Now you do have your temperature and humidity sensor here at the bottom as well. So you have 2 sensors on the bottom, so make sure you're away from the wall. Make sure both of these sensors are fairly open. This is to be able to actually sense the pollution within the air itself, as well as the humidity level. This will be both displayed on the app as well as the front display of this screen right here. So we'll show you that as well. When you remove the filter, this is what it looks like after about a month, which is insane. So it looks nice. It's a nice purple filter, something new, you know. We're gonna check this out. I'm gonna clean it as well, just to show you. You do wanna clean filters every 2 weeks to a month at most. Some people say 1 week, but however much time you really have to clean the filter itself, this is what it looks like after a month. And I'll show you what it looks like when you clean it. So just get one of these little vacuums, mini vacuums. Don't use an air duster because it's gonna obviously push all the dust away. Let's go ahead and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like for the T7 Pro, it's about $40 filter. right there. So it's about a $40 filter when it comes to buying it. The T3 is a $30 filter, less than $30. The water filter is a $40 filter as well. So that's what that one is. So these units are very expensive. So just keep that in mind. And it says right here, 12-month filter replacement. They are high quality. They are really, really well made. It even has the start time whenever you bought it in case you forgot and need to change it later in the future. You can write that down on the bottom of the filter. Let's go ahead and show you guys the performance now. It says it's 36 watts here in the back with a 4.2 liter tank, 850 milliliters an hour, and 23 decibel rating for sleep mode. So it's very, very power efficient when it comes to that. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it on for you guys in just a bit. There we go. So that's the screen and display. And right now it is on. It's very, very quiet. I love that. The PM molecule detection here, little rating right there. It has the water tank. Right now it is an empty water tank, of course. Whenever you do have water in it though, it's a little bit heavier, of course, but overall it's not that heavy. You do have timers here, so you can indicate 1 hour increments all the way up to 8 hours, I believe. Yeah, 8 hours. It goes to 2 hours as well. You have the fan right here, so speed 3, speed 4, speed 5, speed 6, which is the max. And we'll just test out wind speed as well as wattage right now. You also have the sleep mode, so if you turn that on, it'll go to its quietest mode, turn off or dim the display, and that is whisper quiet. I cannot even hear that. That's crazy quiet. I could feel it here on the top, but it's not loud at all. Let's turn that off. You also do have the lock button right here, so if you hold it for a few seconds, it'll have a lock indicator right there, and then no matter what, you pretty much can't do anything on it unless you have the app, or just unlock it by pressing hold that again. So yeah, that's everything on the display there. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys the app. So the app is actually called Smart Life, which is nice that it's a big brand to be able to actually find this in. It's Aeropex. It's a very simple instruction to set up. So you just press the plus, add device, it'll automatically start searching and pair it. Press and hold the clock button for a couple seconds, and then it'll go into pairing mode. In the app, you have the humidity rate. So right now it's 49% RH, PM 2.5, MOS temperature 26 degrees Celsius. You can turn it on and off here directly. So now it's off, now it's on. You have auto, which will automatically do its work based off of obviously what your preferences are. You can change the speed here. So there's 4. Humidity rate, so you can turn on the humidity level and then change the rate on it as well. So you can dry the filter right here. It'll automatically turn off after 2 hours. So that's really, really nice. So yeah, that's how you do that. Pretty simple and like app, I guess you can say. And you have support there on the bottom with WeChat and JD, whatever JD is, but you have those two. So yeah, very simple, very easy to actually use. We're gonna go ahead and show you a quick power rating. So we're just gonna go to the lowest and we'll just go to the highest and show you what the highest max wattage is, and we'll show you what the lowest is. So right now it's currently at 36 watts, which is what it's rated at. So yeah, it's on the dot when it comes to power rating, which is nice. Let's check what the humidification wattage brings at 60%. Looks like it's also at 36%, or 36 watts, sorry. All right, now you should see this drop drastically. On sleep mode, it's about 2.5, 3 watts, 4 watts-ish. It's climbing a little bit, but it's under 4 watts, which is very, very quiet. All right. So now we're gonna go into the anemometer here. So at the lowest possible speed, which is on sleep, it blows out through the sides here, by the way, but like you can see it moving. Let's turn this on here. So it's about 1.6 miles per hour. I'm gonna try to lock this real quick. Yeah, there we go. 1.6 miles per hour on sleep. I believe you can actually set this up within the Amazon or Google Assistant app, which is nice. All right, let's go to fan speed 2, since fan speed 1 is basically the same as sleep. Looks like it's about 2.5 miles per hour on fan speed 2. Let's go to fan speed 3 and about 5 watts. Now it is 3.5 miles per hour and about 7.6 watts. 3.3 miles per hour, sorry. Speed 4, we are getting, now it's starting to get a little bit higher. And it's kind of at an awkward angle, obviously, because it's like, but there we go. 4.5 miles per hour. And we are drawing 12.5, almost 13 watts, 12.7. Speed 5, I'm predicting this will get up to about 10. So right here on speed 5, we're getting 5.8 miles per hour, and we are drawing 20.45 watts, 20.7. We'll just round it off to 21. And speed 6, hopefully gets to 10 miles per hour. It's 6.9 miles per hour and 35 to 36 watts. Not very powerful, but it does two things at once, so I don't blame it. Overall, should you buy this? In my opinion, I do like it. $400 to $500 is actually insane. The quality is there. All the technology is there. I love that. Sorry, it's not focusing. There we go. But $500, that's an arm and a leg right there. If it was a bigger tank, a bigger air purification, faster air purification, like if it was a Levoit Core 300S with a big tank with a humidifier, then $400 to $500 would be worth it. But the power isn't there, I would say. It's very cool in theory. It'll probably drop in price eventually once they get the parts cheaper or they figure out how to manufacture it cheaper. This is a new company, so I understand why, costs need to be more expensive. Eventually, once they're able to buy stuff in bulk, then they can lower the prices. But I definitely can see this going somewhere for sure. Definitely, because I've barely even seen any units. This is the first unit that I've ever tried. So the innovation that this has is actually good. Like, I'm no doubt in my mind unsatisfied with this product. I love this product. The air purification still works. Obviously, it's not super good for a big room because that's not what it's intended to be. It's for smaller bedrooms, or it's not even intended for warehouses, which is what I'm using for. But it's still doing a killer job when it comes to both of those innovations. The water humidification only lasts 6 hours on the max mode, so if you need the room to be humid, you basically have to be in that room the entire time while it's on, and it'll last you through the whole day. You just have to make sure to fill it up after those 6 hours have hit. But it's nice that you can actually get real-time alerts whenever it's going 20%, 0%, or empty. It'll tell you that. It'll let you know in the app that it's getting low. So it's really nice that it actually has those in-app features. I love that. Expensive, but it's worth it. I love it. It's not super worth it for the type of people. Just, you know what to do. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.